Hopefully you can hear me now.
Why do you have a professional mic?
I would like to officially welcome you to the very first podcast of the Brenner B Show.
Oh no.
Yes, sir.
I don't want to be on this.
You're my first guest. I just want to have a normal conversation with you, like the stupid stuff that we talk about. Plus, I wanted to see your beautiful face. But yes, I'm bringing. You're the first one to know that I'm bringing back the Brenner B Show as a full-on podcast. It's not as obnoxious as it was. It's just me having normal conversations with people. So it's not going to be as crazy as it was. But I'd like to at least tell everybody. I'm going to use the coast on the coattails of the success of the Brenner B Show from 15 years ago, and then reboot it as a podcast since I already have everything already in place for that. So
we better make it a Christian-y.
I'm making it just a real life conversations with just like how I would have with you and everything else like that. We can obviously I'll edit it, certain stuff like obviously that we don't need. So but stuff I just want to talk to you, man, about like stuff. We always have good conversations and I just want to record them, and I'm maybe I want to listen to them in the future. And it's like on I already got it all set up on Spotify and everything else like that, man. So it's gonna be a good time.
You're special.
Mm-hmm. Too bad you don't have. I should have told you to grab some headphones because that would have worked out better for you. But it's all good.
I worked that.
Look, I even have this professional lighting. You want to see this? Watch this.
Oh, geez. You're special.
I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do.
So, yeah.
How's everything? How's life?
It's all right.
I'm not as random as what I want to see what your shirt says.
I'm not as random as I think you.
As you think I squirrel?
Yep.
Awesome. I love it.
Yep.
I only decided to randomly FaceTime or Zoom you, which is amazing. I'm very thankful for that.
Yeah. You're a very special person.
Oh yeah, I told you.
I've been thinking a lot about starting a podcast or something.
Really?
Yeah. I'm thinking about just starting like a TikTok ministry kind of thing like other people are doing.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I don't know what it's going to do or if it's even going to do anything, but.
Right. That's kind of where I'm at. I mean, doesn't Dan have his own podcast as well right now?
Not as much anymore. I think he's just reviewing books on like YouTube.
Oh, got it.
And stuff right now.
Oh, nice.
He had a podcast for a while, but it's just too much with 4 kids and.
No, of course. I totally get that.
So but I don't know. I've been thinking about it a lot. I don't know yet. For sure what I'm doing yet, but
you can always join my podcast. My thing is I'm going to be doing this once a week. I'm going to just talk to my friends, man. Like because I always have these like good conversations. I'm like, man, I was like, this would be a good conversation for like a podcast or something. I was like, I would want to listen to that,
It's gotta be better than other, like there's other crap out there that people listen to.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, look at the Joe Rogan. He's amazing. Yeah. He's got so much, and he just has. But that's the thing, though. It just started as like a podcast with him and his friends, like just doing it, and then but he's got the success. Like obviously, he's a famous comedian and everything else, and he's got some great guests. You know what I'm saying? And with me, I just want to do this. I want to do this for me and my friends. That's what I want to do. Like if it's successful or not, then it's not the end of the world if it's not successful. But I really wanted to. This is something that I'm passionate about. Especially with like how I did the Brenner B Show for over a year until I had Cam, and then after that, like it took the back burner. But that during that time frame, it was very successful. So
yeah, I don't know about successful as much as annoying, but whatever.
It's only because we were roommates, so you had to go ahead and live through all that. So that's I understand, and I was very obnoxious. I had a whole character that I created with that, so it wasn't like my normal self. I had to be like extra, and obviously you hated it, and I was very annoying at that time frame.
Well, you just gotta do a professional one like you're doing. I think you're gonna be all right, man.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that, especially like I like announcing it on the very first episode. I think that it's a good start. The fact that I already got your approval and you already hated the original Brenner B Show. So.
I don't know about approval, but you're gonna do it anyway. So
I mean,
But I think if you do it right, you'll be all right. You probably could do good.
Yeah. Well, look now.
It's gotta be professional and just have honest conversations are good, but somehow you got to work the spiritual stuff in there too.
I'm always that's another reason why I want to do it, because I do want to have conversations like about God and about science and about, about sports, about anything. Like, there's so many good topics that are out there that people aren't really touching on. And I just would like to, have, most people talk about, and it's almost like podcasts have almost become like rap these days. It's like, rap, where they talked about money, they talked about like success, they talk about sex and everything else. And it all seems like to be like very repetitive, like around that. That's the reason why I wanted to give something that's different, that like thinks outside the box. And I think that's another reason why that Joe Rogan does so good, for example, because it's not just one subject that he's constantly on. Like if it was just like an MMA podcast, because obviously, Joe Rogan's commentator for UFC, and if all he talked about was UFC and MMA the entire time, then I don't think that it would be as successful as it is today.
Yeah. That's good. It's all right, man. You gotta get done, then I'll open some doors.
That's it's so crazy you said that, man. It's like, man, you were saying stuff about the same time, and it's like I've been feeling some stuff about, God pulling on my heartstrings a lot, man, to go ahead and start moving forward in the right direction. Because, like I said, my mental health has not been there lately. So it's like I'm just changing everything that I'm doing so that way I can be in the right spot and be where I need to be.
Yeah, I can get behind that, man. That's what I've been trying to do a little bit.
Yeah.
Especially while I'm off. Just try to focus a little better.
Yeah. Just try to get some sun while you can, man. Like, that getting some vitamin D, man, has been really helpful for me, because it's like almost it's like 85 degrees outside right now. And it's
we went from 81 degrees, then the next day it was 30 degrees out and snowing.
You're lying.
No, bro, for real. And then it's been 30 degrees for like a week, and then it rained all day yesterday. So it's like,
and then it's just warm today. So you're like, oh, first sunny day, you guys are going to be out at the park.
Yeah, I'm really getting ambitious to try to make sure that my daughter is active, so she doesn't end up like I did, inside playing games all the time and stuff. So I want her outside playing, and she loves being outdoors. So we're gonna do it.
That's good. That's awesome.
So we just drove down to Fox Park down here because it's not too far from our house.
Okay, and there you go.
And then we'll hang out for a little bit, and then we'll go back home. And I think it's supposed to rain for like the next 3 days again. So
you said it's supposed to rain?
I think so. This is what the forecast calling for, more rain. So my grass is gonna be 2 foot tall by the time I get to mow it. Dude, it's like already like 6 inches. So
oh my goodness.
I don't know if it's really 6 inches. It seems like it's a lot, but we are gonna have to mow it twice, and I have 4 acres to mow. So
jeez.
It's gonna take 2 trips around to get it all down because it's so long.
Yeah.
Well, we had to wait to get our other old tractor to get the parts off to put on the new one, so it could hook up my finished mower deck and mow. So it won't take as long, hopefully.
Oh wow. I'm just like messing with it. Look, I can do a blurred background. It only shows me now. That's funny. I can choose a virtual background. Should I choose that? That I'm in.
There you go. How's that?
Oh, it's beautiful. How you like mine?
I can do the same thing. I can't see yours while I'm playing with mine. There you go.
Sorry. There you go.
Now I'm in space, man. Whoa, I'm floating.
Oh, there you go. I love it.
Zero gravity, beautiful. Bro. Zero gravity.
I'm in beautiful California right now.
Are you?
Yeah.
I bet. Every so often your mic pops out of the background though.
I know. I'm seeing that too. It's like there it is, and then there's it's like I hope that's like I have something that I'm actually talking into instead of like, because if I look at this, that's
hey, look, I could be with the same place as you. There you go.
We're together. Like we're both beautiful, sunny California. All right, there we go.
We're all together now. We're in the same spot.
This is so funny. The fact that the mic is there, you go. It's like it's there, and then it's.
It shows. It's like literally that's silliness. I've been thinking about getting a decent mic to do something with. I don't know yet. I don't know.
Dude, you should, because that way we can talk to each other. We can have more conversations like this. If you have like your office set up, then we can set up an hour a day to go ahead and do more of this. I would love that. That would be solid.
Yeah. We could do better than two the Dr. Mike one, whatever that is. I can't
What is
remember
it?
the name of it. The two doctors, the Scrubs one, the Scrubs podcast.
Oh, the
Like it started off decent and then kind of went. I probably should not talk because like I'm not a pro either, but
right. No, you know what's so funny is actually I listened to that because when I had that long drive, I was listening to the Scrubs podcast or Fake Doctors, Real Friends.
there it
And
is.
some of them are pretty good. Actually, I'm not even gonna lie.
There are some really good ones, but then
Yeah,
I mean I guess it's the same with every podcast. There's good ones and then they have lame episodes. So you just kind of got to get through.
yeah, you got to figure out the right ones.
So, but I think you'll be all right. You just do just start, man. You got connections. Just start, come up with a plan and start interviewing random people and
Yeah.
stuff like that. Because if Joe Rogan can do it, you can do it. So
Joe Rogan is exceptional. Okay, he's an actual like established comedian, and then
yeah,
he was like a host for Fear Factor, and then
yeah. But
he's also the
you got that personable personality. You're very personable with people. Like you know how to make friends and stuff. Like make people like you and whatnot. So yeah.
know how to make people like me. Man, it's like
Yeah.
it's hard to do actually. You know, there's a lot of people that didn't like me for a long time because I'm one of those people that it's like it's really easy. It's like you either love me or you hate me, like right off the bat. Like I have like because I have a very strong personality, so it's
Yeah.
like you either go one way or the other. It's like oh, I really like this person, or oh, I do not like that person at all.
Yeah, that makes I get that. I get some of that sometimes too. It doesn't make
That's how it
it's
goes
just
sometimes.
haters are gonna hate, you know what I
Hate
mean?
is gonna hate, love is gonna love.
And it just is what it is. So I
Well,
don't know,
thank you. I
man.
appreciate the compliment, saying that I'm
I
personable.
think yeah, you are very personable and you're outgoing and stuff, and you'll be all right.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to figure out what I'm gonna do. Uh, so I don't know yet. I got I got some pretty decent thoughts coming, and um, still believe some stuff, and just waiting for whatever it is to open. Like it's literally gonna be a door is gonna open, and I'm just gonna walk right into whatever it is.
There you
I
go.
know that. Like I can see the horizon, but I can't see what's over it yet.
Right, right. You just gotta run through that, and like as soon as you hit the door, because that's the thing. I think it's like when a door opens, I think that everybody's hesitant. They're like, "Oh, is this door really for me, or is this door, like is this just door just cracked open?" You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It's always about taking that first step through the door, because it's like a
right.
lot of times like I see that door, I'll see like a door that opens up for me, and I'm like, I was like, is this really the path that I'm actually supposed to be taking? And I almost like doubt it. It's like hesitating, like going through this door because I don't know, and it's like as soon as you get that, I think that people should still go through a door and like to test it, just make sure to say like, hey, is this door gonna be, and then like hit the ground running. Like as soon as that it is your door, boom, run with it and go.
Yeah,
Because if you just hesitate the whole way and it's like this, then you're not really going the full experience through that door that just opened up for you. You're still hesitating. You're not really in the door. You're kind of like still in the frame of the door.
yeah,
So you're just kind of like looking around kind of thing, and you're not going to get where you need to go if you're not going through the door. If that makes sense.
yeah. It makes a lot of sense. 'Cause I'm just trying to make sure that I hear the Lord's voice before I just jump in all gung ho. But like
I
I think
agree.
I'm at the point, and I know something's coming, and I don't know what it is yet. Um, but it's I'm not ready, and I know I'm not ready yet. And I know that this experience of my my shoulder pain and whatnot that I'm going through is part of the process of what God's gonna do for me and my family. And I don't know, man. I might just have to start my TikTok. It might be crappy for a while until I figure out what I'm doing, but at least if that's explore it and see if that's the avenue I'm supposed to start or what. I don't know. I'm not sure yet.
Yeah. Yeah, just get your ideas and write out. I've been writing some stuff down, and then that's what's really been helping me, like motivating me too. I told as soon as I was like, I realized that I wanted to do this, I told Jocelyn, I'm like, hey, I was like, you need to like please encourage me in this process. I really do want to do this. I've been having this like, on my as a mind on my mind for forever, like to do something similar to this. Like I always, and I never did anything with the Brenner B Show. I think that it probably would have been even more popular if I actually did do something with it, or if I did convert it to a podcast when I have a chance. But I never committed to it. I kind of like, oh, that's something that I did previously. I'm just gonna leave it alone or whatever else, because it was just like, what, 5 to 10 minute episodes where I would talk about random nonsense, which I mean, it was funny for for what it was during that time frame. But now it's like if I pivoted with it, I probably would have been more successful than rather than starting out now. Like now I'm having to start over from scratch from a whole different standpoint.
It should be the relaunch of or something. Like you got to come up with a good name for it. Like it's the Brenner B Show, but it's like the reimagined Brenner B Show. There you go.
Brenner B Show 2.0.
Yeah, that's
So,
either
but
way.
but I'm not that
I
same.
like the
That's the whole point, though. Is I'm
reimagine.
not that same character that I was. That's I don't want to bring that character back. I just want to be. I just want to be me.
Well, that's
And
what I'm saying. That's why it's the reimagined Brenner B Show.
yeah,
You had to like revamp the
yeah,
whole thing to
yeah.
get it where you want it to be. And I believe in you, man. And whatever you put your foot to is going to prosper. You just have to stick to it
I appreciate that, man.
and
That
make sure you put the Lord first, obviously. But
absolutely. Yeah, I've been praying a lot more. I can tell you that much, man. I
yeah,
literally been praying every day, and I try. So I've been changing my morning setup completely because like I was really not in a good place mentally for a while, for a few months.
yeah,
And so like now that it's starting to warm up and everything, and I was talking to my buddy about like this stuff, and I said, okay, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna start my morning is different because I used to just wake up. First thing I would do was like get coffee, handle my kids, do whatever. But instead, I've been waking up and like I try to get sunlight like first thing in the morning, and I'm like, okay,
yeah.
get sun exposure, get some calmness to me, wake up, and then also pray during that time frame. It's almost like a meditation, like prayer thing where I'm just like, hey, thank you God for another day, and thank you for my life being here and everything else like that. And then start the day like 10 minutes outside doing that, and then boom, and then I'll make my coffee and like start the day. And I'm telling you, dude, that has done wonders for me mentally.
Yeah, I've been thinking about that a lot, especially while I'm off, because I can have a different schedule right now.
That's great.
And I think the biggest thing that's going to help is I don't know how I'm going to do it yet, but I have to be on day shift when I go back,
Yeah.
and I don't know how that's going to work yet because I don't want to put Ella in daycare, but
Oh yeah. We could get more.
um,
You can get more sunlight that way too, though. If you're still doing nights, like for me, for example, I'm doing
oh
that too.
yeah,
I'm doing
well
like
I could do that. We could just go out during the day. Ella and I can go out during before nap and hang out
yeah.
in the sunlight for a couple hours.
There you go. Yeah, do whatever's gonna work best for you.
Yeah, I just even if I stay on nights, I gotta have like a pretty set schedule of what I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
I don't know yet.
I've been looking at a bunch of stuff too, dude. It's been wild. That's another thing I want to talk about. Dude, I couldn't help it. I've been on TikTok like a little bit this morning. I've been sending you a bunch of TikToks regarding like the NASA hoaxes, and I was like, dang.
Oh,
I was like, dude, they show it out like super thing, and there was, oh my gosh, man, there's a
well,
lot that I've opened my eyes to.
Even Neil Armstrong has admitted that it's fake.
I know, right? Exactly.
He's been filmed and admitting that it was fake. Like
Yeah. So
they faked the
same
whole
with
thing.
Buzz
We have
Buzz
not
Aldridge.
like there's a reason that uh uh spaceships and stuff like explode when they hit the atmosphere because we're not allowed to go outside the firmament. We're not. That's why the Babylon Tower fell. You know what I mean? Like there's a reason we're not allowed
I
to.
didn't even think about that. That's crazy. That's
Yeah.
crazy. I didn't even
Well,
think about that one.
And then, I don't know what the reality is, but like I've been thinking like maybe like even the Mars rover is fake and they have the rover out somewhere in the desert running around and they paint like they can fake the moon landing, they can fake the rover stuff. Like there's
Man,
I mean it's
that's a
conspiracy, but
jeez, that's a good
I'm like there's no reason like if we're not supposed to leave the firmament, how would you send out a rocket to send out a rover even? Like there's a reason we're not supposed to be doing this. I don't know. You know what I mean?
yeah.
I don't want to get too conspiracy theorist, but
No, I like it. Dude, I would love to have one about talking about conspiracy. I don't think there's not enough podcasts or even people that talk about conspiracy theories, man. It's so funny. I saw this one with Will Smith. I'm almost afraid to say it because it was getting censored like
oh
pretty
really?
bad. I was like, dang. I was like, I'll have to have a one-on-one with you for that one though. But I was like,
Yeah, we could do
because I
that.
was like, because all the first part of it goes. And then when Will Smith is actually talking about the conspiracy, like the video glitches out. And then it's like you keep on trying to do it. Like the comments won't be there. The thing it was like just showing likes, and then it would glitch out. It's like, oh, sorry, this video is under review. It's like, wait, if it's not true, then why would this video be under review? Like, why can't they just let freedom of speech go like that? It was like a video with I'm not gonna get to it. It's
Yeah,
crazy though. It's like,
don't go down the rabbit hole too crazy, but
yeah. I
that's
try
just
not
a
to jump into that stuff unless they have evidence that actually goes along with it. You know
well,
what I'm
I
saying?
don't
Like
have any
that's the reason
evidence.
why.
That's why I don't even talk about it much. It's like the rover, all that stuff. Like if we're not allowed to leave the firmament, how are you going to send anything out? You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
even the space station is probably still in our own orbit.
That's actually one that I actually saw too. They were talking about like the space station that they were showing was that they were on wires. That they're
Yeah.
literally like, yeah, and that the like it was like when people like when the women's are hair, they literally have hairspray where like it's not the hairspray is like up, but it's not moving at
Oh
all.
yeah.
And dude, it's so crazy. The stuff I sent it to you. I sent it to you on TikTok so that way
Yeah.
you could see the stuff that I'm talking about. Because I was questioning it, and then there was one that was talking because there was two. There was one that was talking about like how like everything's like filmed, like the space stuff is filmed underwater, and
Yeah. Well,
and when I was like that makes more sense. But
just think about all the stuff that they're able to do with movie production and stuff. Like you really think, you know, all this stuff is real, but it's not. But they've been lying to us our whole lives about a whole bunch of different things. You know what I mean?
yeah,
They already released the documents that admit that the CIA killed John Kennedy.
yep,
So
definitely.
that's
Yeah, a lot
that's
of people
not
are
a
talking about that.
conspiracy anymore.
It's
Like it's
not. Yeah, they released
they
and
murdered
that's
our president because he wanted to
absolutely.
shut down the Federal Reserve, which is illegal. So it goes against our Constitution. I'm being taxed without representation. Nobody represents me against the Federal Reserve. We're about to get cut off by the government right now on our podcast.
On the
You
podcast.
guys can't talk about this on Zoom. You're
Oh
cut
yeah,
off.
you saw that too. That it gave you that warning. I said the same thing for me. It was like it's like you got 9 minutes left, and that's about it. And I was like, okay, well, I guess it'll be a short
Getting
first
really dark on the
episode, but
tundra.
Okay. I guess we're getting ready to go from the park.
okay,
Well,
nice.
it's getting really dark and cloudy over in the area. It looks like it's gonna downpour.
Yeah, I guess it's starting to look like it's gonna rain. So
Gonna rain already, huh?
yes, Michigan stuff for you. So we're gonna go home, I guess.
There you go. Well, it's good talking to you. Like I said, man, I knew we would have a good conversation either way. That's this is why I wanted to start all that so that way I could
Yeah,
just have real
you're just gonna have to
conversations with people.
you're gonna have to edit some stuff out,
Yeah,
um, but you'll figure out what fits that doesn't need to be there. But
right.
we can just even do a conspiracy theory podcast later. come up
We
come
can
up
make
with
it a
our own
part of it.
come up with our own conspiracy theories. Like, well, everybody else comes up with their own, so I can
I
invent
don't
my
like
own.
that unless there's something that I'm seeing that I'm like, okay, I think, oh man, oh speaking, gosh dang it, you're making me think of another one. That Joe Biden was talking about how there's going to be another pandemic next year. And it's like, huh,
Oh, I believe it.
right around
Well,
election season, huh? Right
well,
before
even
election, there's going to
even
be
Bill
another one.
Gates has admitted that there's another one coming. So
It's so crazy. It's like, how would you know? that there's going to be another pandemic? How would you
Because
know?
they created the first one, so they're going to create another one.
How do you know if it's not being created? If it's not being created, and these are something just that happened, that just randomly happened, then how?
Oh yeah, that's gonna
just like how they shut the first one down, talking about like all the proof that was there. They shut them up and everything else like that, you know.
Yeah.
And
All right, but
everybody
I gotta get driving. So,
but
but I'll talk to you later.
All right, absolutely. Have a great day.
Bye. Bye.
Bye. All right. First episode of the Brenner B Show. I wish there was a Q&A. I'm gonna try to, as soon as I get enough followers, I can do like TikTok and I can do like a Q&A afterwards, which would be cool. So if I could just do maybe like a live stream or something else like that, would love to hear your opinions. I'm gonna upload this, not only if you're listening to this on Spotify, then I also have this uploaded with a full video on YouTube, so you can see if like the stuff we're laughing about or stuff that we're talking about as well. If you have any questions for me, any considerations or concerns or questions, feel free to comment on YouTube, and I'll be happy to oblige. Try to at least, you know. But thank you for listening in. Welcome to the first episode of the newly formatted Brenner B Show. Hope you all have a great day.